Welcome back to another edition of Kelsey's Corner with Arizona State softball player Kelsey Hall. Kelsey, 18-18 right now. Last time we spoke, you guys were just gearing up for your first road trip of the season. Really, since then, Pac-12 play, it's been an absolute gauntlet. Just where do you feel like you guys are at as a team right now?
Yeah, it has been a while since I've been in here.
I know.
Missed you guys.
You're traveling the world, so that's...
It's call us world travelers of the PNW. You know,
There you go.
we have faced so much weather. We didn't even talk about that.
We didn't even talk about the weather.
I feel like every single series we've had, there's been rain. And it's crazy, even at home.
Yeah.
When we played Oregon State, luckily there wasn't rain in Stanford this week. But, 18-18 where we're at, I think we have a choice right now of how we want the season to finish. It obviously hasn't gone exactly as we have hoped, but at the end of the day, we talk about it all the time, how close we are in these games against really, really good teams.
Yeah.
And we're going to break through as long as we do something about it. You know what I mean? But we'll get there. We will get there.
For you personally, what adjustments do you want to make throughout the rest of the season to really help the team elevate their play?
I mean, this is obviously my first and last time in the Pac, and it's definitely been an experience. It's so awesome to be able to compete regularly against pitchers like Nigel Kennedy from Stanford, and every weekend is an elite weekend.
Yeah.
And so I think for me, where I can continue to elevate is not even just rising to the level of competition, but being a consistent soundboard, whether it's performance-wise, leadership-wise, emotionally.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, no matter what our result is just continuing to buy into a process for our team. And so we continue to build, whether it's ends in a win or a loss. I think if we do the little things right, we're going to continue to build and go in the right direction.
You mentioned some of the just high-level pitching here in the Pac-12. Obviously, you were a part of the Mountain West, and not a knock on the Mountain West at all, but do you see like just the difference in caliber in the Pac-12?
Oh, the Pac-12 is unreal.
Yeah.
It's a monster of its own, and it's been such an amazing experience. I think, obviously, the Mountain West is a very respected program. They have a team. They had a team make it to Supers last year, San Diego State, and so I think that definitely got me prepared for the mindset. And but Pac-12 is definitely a different breed. Like I said, the pitching is elite every weekend. There's no off weekend. There's no pitcher that comes in. You're like, all right, guys. We take your foot off the gas,
Yeah.
So it's exactly where I wanted to be, though. It's the exact level of competition and who I wanted to play against. So I'm very blessed to be a part of this.
Obviously,
conference.
you guys have the opportunity now with a couple series left before you hit that Pac-12 tournament. Where do you feel like that shift in mindset really needs to go? Because I believe there's only 4 series left and then 1 game against Grand Canyon.
I think a lot of what we talk about is really elephant in the room. We have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And I think it's the defining aspect of we have every capability to have this rest of the season go the way we want to if we let ourselves play with that mindset. And really, what's the worst that could happen? Things that have already happened. And so I think the belief in us is the fact that we can beat these teams. We're in such good positions constantly, and that is for a reason, because we do have the talent, we do have the mindset, we do have the belief in ourselves. But I think really it's just playing in the way that like we were talking about earlier, and at the end of the day, just go out there, play, and compete.
Yeah, it does feel like you guys are so close in some of these games against such, again, teams in the top 10, teams in the top 15, where it does feel like it's just like one inning just needs to go your guys' way and things can change.
Yes, we talk about it a lot. There's a lot of there's not one play that defines a game or anything like that. But like this last game we had against Stanford, we were down 1-0 with runners at first and third in the 7th inning against one of, if not the number 1 pitcher in the nation. So like it is very in our power to, and we do have the moments where we do compete, and because we can do it. So I think it's continuing to believe in it, that we are in those positions for a reason. It's not just luck.
Yeah, absolutely. I do want to transition a little bit off of softball and just talk about kind of what's going on in the Valley. Obviously, you had the Final Four with men's basketball, but I want to talk about the women's Final Four for a second, because that was, I mean, just first off, absolutely electric. And we could talk about like Iowa, Caitlin Clark. We could talk about UConn and South Carolina and all that. But first, I just want to from like your perspective, seeing the way that Final Four and really this women's college basketball season has gone, kind of transforming that sport, like on a national scale, and then for young women as well. Like, how much for you does that mean as somebody that is in that same kind of opportunity in the women's college athletics, just like era of it, like starting to grow? Like, how much of what happened for the women's Final Four does that mean to you?
I think, unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch a lot of the games considering we were playing games ourselves. Unfortunately, I didn't even know the championship game had happened. And I asked one of my teammates in the airport, I was like, oh, when's the game? They're like,
it's over.
It actually just happened.
It's over.
But I think the fact that you go on your phone and the first thing that I see is about the women's side of the Final Four and the March Madness is absolutely electric. I eat it up. And I think it's really exciting to see the future of women's sports really just growing. I think to see so many young girls at our games this weekend and being able to talk to some of them and connect with them, it just makes me really happy to be such a I'm so lucky to be at Arizona State and have girls come up and look at you like you are just the superstar, when in reality, it's just we're doing what we love. And it's really exciting to see women get the acknowledgement they deserve, because we do compete and we do grind and we do deserve it because of how we work. And
Absolutely.
So it's exciting to see it definitely evolve.
Now, in terms of the men's championship, you got that game tonight, UConn Purdue. Have you been keeping up with the tournament at all? You're going to say no, huh?
No. I watched Purdue and Alabama.
Okay.
Yeah, I did watch that game because we had our off weekend and I was in Chicago. And so visiting one of my best friends, and her older brother had like a watch party. So I was watching.
You were watching games.
And they were all really locked in for Purdue. So it's really exciting to see. I think it's cool that it's here, which is so awesome. And you can see when we were in the airport last night, we saw so many people here for it. So I think it's going to be, I can watch tonight. But
Purdue or UConn? Who's coming out on top?
I'm going to go Purdue.
Wow.
I like an underdog.
Wow.
I like the drama.
Wow. I hate watching Purdue basketball.
Why?
Zach Edey gets on my nerves.
What did he do to you?
He's just 7'4". He's 7'4" and he plays boring basketball.
Come on.
7'4" and he plays boring basketball. I can't stand it.
Don't
I can't
hate
stand
it.
I can't stand it.
You're almost there.
That's crazy. I'm almost 7'4". I'm almost 7'4". Just like that much to go, just a tad.
That much
just a tad. It is what it is. Look, you can grill me. You can grill me about not being 7'4". I want to grill you about some of your concert picks that you had. I think it was the first time. The first time that we had Kelsey on, we did like, what would your dream concert lineup be, right? Your dream festival lineup. Mm-hmm. And you had Morgan Wallen, who as of Monday morning, April 8th, has been arrested for throwing a chair in Nashville off of a roof. You had Drake, which I can still live with Drake. I've seen Drake now, and I can confirm that that's a great choice. San Antonio a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, it was absolutely electric.
I didn't know that.
It's phenomenal. And then who was was Lil Baby? Lil Baby was the second one?
Who am I?
Right? Like, what are we doing? What do we, like, do you want to, first off, do you want to defend those picks? And would you like to make some revisions to what you said?
I would definitely make revisions. I think, first off, you gave me no time to prepare for fun.
Oh my gosh.
You gave me no
time.
It's my fault? Yes, you are the issue here.
Oh my gosh.
I was just going for versatility because I didn't know my audience, and I wanted to make sure everyone felt like they could see someone that they might enjoy.
To be represented at your festival.
I was doing this for you guys.
There you go.
But
you should do it over for them now.
Yeah, I mean, now to reflect on myself, I think the only genre of music I've listened to is country recently. I've totally evolved. I've grown up. I've grown up. I know myself now, but I would still put Morgan in there. I
You're
love
still
you.
putting Morgan in there?
I'm still putting Morgan in
crazy.
there. I am. You know what? He is going to get. I wouldn't take Zach Bryan out of it. He got arrested.
Yeah. So we're going. Maybe your whole festival should just be at like a local county prison or something.
I just get all
him back to
I
back
get all
to back.
the famous convicts. I'm like, you're coming with me. Get a microphone. No. So I'm still putting Morgan in there.
Still Morgan Wallen. Okay.
And then this might be a hot take. Do you even listen to? You don't get me country.
I mean, occasionally.
Yeah. See, that's not good enough. But I'm gonna put
That's not good enough.
Yeah, I'm going to put Chris Stapleton in there.
Okay, I've heard of Chris Stapleton.
He's unreal with his vocals, and I would do anything to see him live. So I go Morgan, Mr. Chris, and Mr. Chris. And then my favorite artist at the moment is Parker McCollum.
Yeah, I've never heard of him.
See, and that's where you're missing. That's where you're missing things.
That's where I need to be better.
That's where you need to be better.
I just need to go to the tape and just,
He was actually here in March, I believe, but we were playing, so obviously didn't get to go. We're always playing softball.
Always playing. Yeah,
we're
couldn't watch him with his Final Four. Couldn't go to the concerts.
Yeah. You know what?
Just dingers.
The grind's worth it.
Just dingers. That's all. Well, you're like I said, you've got a hell of a stretch now in Pac-12 play. You got the Pac-12 tourney, and then it's a new season, right? Pac-12 tournament starts. It really is like you can kind of wipe away the new year and start fresh. I mean, it's something that like you see in really all collegiate postseasons outside of like football, because there's like 4 teams in the postseason. But the NCAA tournament, right? NC State was an 11 seed. They just climbed their way to the Final Four. You see them in college baseball all the time. So like it really is, I think, a start for you guys. And what do I know, right? I'm hosting a podcast. I'm not in the clubhouse or anything, but wrong. Like it really is a fresh start.
Yeah, I think that is a lot of what we talk about as well, is like, why not us?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the game doesn't know what the result was of the last game. So I think, again, if we allow ourselves to go into each game and be like, we deserve to be here and we have nothing to lose. And just like, technically the other team doesn't have anything to lose, because a lot of a saying that I really like that we use is happy opening day. I'll say it a lot. Coach K showed it to us earlier in the year, and it's just, no matter what, just going in with the energy of, I don't remember what happened. It's opening day, the emotions and the excitement to play. And I just think if we allow ourselves to just go be who we know we can be, we've seen spurts of it. We've taken games. We've had great games where we compete, and playing to that standard. I think exactly what you said. We have nothing to lose, and why not us? Why not have that story?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we're definitely going to continue talking softball the next time that you come on here. You guys, like you said, you got happy opening day. You're back at home. Does it feel nice to finally be back at Club Farrington this week?
I've missed Arizona. I'm telling you, the weather of the PNW I did not miss.
Got to you a little bit?
Yes, it rattled us a little bit. Well, no, I just shouldn't say it rattled us, because even our Washington, the game that we won on Sunday, we had a really huge rain delay. It was almost like a hail delay.
That sucks.
So, and we competed and we came back and we won though. So we know how to play in adversity. That's for sure. But I like the warmth. That's why I came to Arizona.
Easily.
So yeah, it'll be a good series against Utah. They're putting some wins together, but I think it's another good matchup for us. And I think if we go out there and compete, you guys show up to Club Farrington, make some noise for us, I think it'll be a good weekend. Yeah,
definitely, guys. Head out this weekend to Club Farrington. ASU softball taking on Utah. First pitch, that first game at 6 o'clock on Friday. Kelsey, before we get you out of here, I didn't give you enough time to prepare for the concert question, and I'm just going to continue to not give you enough time to prepare.
All right.
I need really quickly, because today's the solar eclipse, I need your least favorite planet and your favorite planet not named Earth. Just so like when the aliens come and invade,
you know where I'll be.
Yeah.
And you know where I won't be.
Yeah, exactly. Or if they're aliens from the planet that you don't like,
I like Neptune.
You like Neptune?
I like Neptune. I like the idea of Neptune.
What is the idea of Neptune?
Neptune's blue, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I like that. I like the name. I like what it has to offer. I remember learning. I remember learning about it in 5th grade.
Such a college athlete. Just like the idea of it, I love its effort, its intensity.
I'm gonna buy into it. Yeah. You know what? So if this eclipse goes down south, I'll be there.
Neptune. Okay.
My least favorite, Saturn. I don't really vibe with it.
No, you don't vibe with all those rings or what?
Yeah, no, it's doing too much. It's
doing too much.
It's like a lot of attention to it.
Wow. Okay, that's fair.
What about you?
That's fair. Ooh, least favorite planet, Jupiter. Jupiter for sure.
What did Jupiter do?
It's just, Jupiter's that planet that just thinks it's way too big,
It's almost like it's 7'4".
It's almost like it's Zachy. Yeah, exactly.
It's 7'4".
And I'm just like,
we get it.
You don't need to be that big. Like, come on now. What are we doing here? Yeah, so Jupiter, no. Favorite planet? Oh man. Sun's not a planet, right? No, it's a star, right?
Yeah, it is a star.
Yeah. Wow, this
You
is
would have
tough.
picked the sun.
Yeah, absolutely. Just heat, you know.
Would have burned.
I'm gonna say Saturn. I'm gonna say Saturn.
All
sorry.
right.
I'm sorry.
That's
but
fine.
Saturn just
We can agree to
all the
disagree.
rings. All the rings. Guys, that is going to do it for this week's Kelsey's Corner. Definitely head out to Club Farrington again this Friday, 6 p.m. against Utah.
Totri will be there too. That's what he said.